Genesis is not just a story about the beginning of the world, it is the story of the human heart. And it explains why our modern world feels beautiful, broken, and restless at the same time. Genesis begins with a powerful truth. The world was created good, ordered, and full of meaning. Humanity was created in the image and likeness of God, not as slaves or accidents, but for communion, relationship with God, with one another, and with creation itself. In today's world, we are told to create our own identity and define our own truth. Yet Genesis reveals that our pain begins when we forget who we already are. The fall is not about fruit, it is about trust. The serpent does not deny God's existence but questions his goodness, planting the same doubt we hear today, that God is restrictive and freedom means independence. Adam and Eve do not gain freedom, they gain fear. They hide, they blame, and they cover themselves. This is the birth of modern humanity. Sin, in the Orthodox understanding, is not legal guilt but spiritual illness. Separation from God that fractures us internally. When humanity is exiled from Eden, it is not because God stops loving us, but because life cannot flourish without communion. Outside the garden, work becomes exhausting, relationships become painful, and creation resists us, a description that fits our modern world perfectly. Cain and Abel show us how unhealed jealousy turns into violence, teaching that passions ignored do not disappear but grow. The flood reveals a world so corrupted that cleansing becomes mercy, not rage, and the ark becomes a symbol of salvation, preserving life even when humanity is broken. Babel shows humanity united without God, powerful, ambitious, and spiritually confused, resulting in division rather than harmony, just like our globally connected but spiritually fractured age. Finally, God calls Abraham not a nation or system, but one man, showing that healing begins with obedience and trust, not control or perfection. Genesis ends not with resolution, but with a promise, because it is not the end of the story, it is the diagnosis. It shows us that we do not need reinvention, progress, or self-creation. We need restoration. The longing we feel is not weakness, it is memory. The garden is lost, but the story continues, and all of Scripture is God moving toward humanity to bring us home.